Hello everybody, it's Danielle here. It's about 10:30 at night. I'm in Michigan, by the way. Sorry if you hear a repeating sound. It's from a movie that my older kids were watching earlier, and I would totally turn it off, but I can't find the controller. And this is my current situation. I have a sleeping baby on my lap. So, guess what, guys? I'm super excited, and I'm sure most people have it, so it's not a big deal. But we're finally getting the internet at our house. At our old house, we had internet, no big deal. But when we bought this house, December of 2017, we haven't had normal internet. We've had a mobile hotspot through Sprint, which, by the way, is horrible. It's better than nothing, but it's horrible. Our phones are Sprint, again, horrible, but that's going to change soon. So, I just figured I'd say hi. It's 10:30 at night, which is my only time that's typically quiet. So, I wanted to update you as well that where I'm sitting in my house currently, I've been working on the fireplace, the brick fireplace, and guys, I messed it up bad. I should have left it alone. I really should have left it alone. So I did do Roma Bio lime paint, lime wash technique on it, and I distressed it, and I loved it. The only thing I didn't love was that every time you touch it, because there's no sealer or anything, every time you touch it, it would powder. It would powder white. So I thought to myself, hey self, let's seal it, right? Okay, dumb idea. I did a little test patch with just some polyacrylic, and it turned yellow, which, if you don't know by now, it's not the polyacrylic or anything else, polyurethane, that turns yellow. It's the tannins in the wood, stains in the wood, or brick for this matter, that come through with the liquid sealer. So I thought I was doing something good, and I did a test patch. I let it dry for almost 24 hours, and I was like, it does not look yellow at all. So I thought I was good to go. So I did the rest of it. And I also did it in satin, which, again, horrible idea. It didn't seem that shiny, but now that I look at it, it's shiny. I mean, really shiny. So, a couple of problems, which I now have to fix. One, it's shiny. Don't like it. Two, most of the brick is now, instead of white and matte, it's yellow and shiny. So, how do I fix it? So now, because I've sealed it, and there's no way to get it off. Unless I decide I want to try and sand everything, which in my house is just not going to happen. So, when I very first started lime washing it, my thought was, if it doesn't turn out how I wanted it anyway, I would still be okay with it being a solid white. That's where we're going. I still want it to be matte. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm waiting for the product to arrive. I actually learned it from another YouTube channel, Jamie Ray Vintage. They used to sell a product, it'll be my first time actually using it, but I just had to get it straight from the manufacturer this time. It's a high bond primer for chalk and mineral paints, things like that. So I bought that, And because it's a rather large space of brick, I bought 3 containers of that. So that's coming. And then I also bought 2 32-ounce. Uh-oh, baby's waking up. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. So 2 32-ounce containers of White Swan DIY paint. I'm hoping that I won't have to seal it. Again, I'm a little nervous. I'm not really sure. I don't want to use just a generic acrylic paint. I just don't. This is kind of my thought. I mean, I don't really know. It's not like I've ever painted a brick fireplace before, okay? I just haven't. So, I'm working on that, and we'll kind of see where that goes, I guess. Oh my Lanta. And we're back. So, anyhow, the moral of the story is what I probably should have done before I don't even know if it would have worked, to be honest, because the limewash paint, the Romobio lime based paint, is supposed to soak into the brick. I did what I was supposed to. I diluted it appropriately because it comes more like pasty and you have to mix it with water. And I thought about shellacking the entire fireplace first because I knew, I don't think it was the exact previous owner of this house, but I know it was the parents who had the house first. So 2 generations ago, I know they were heavy into cigar smoking. So, I mean, that kind of cigar tannins, things like that was around a lot. The house didn't smell like cigarette smoke. It didn't even smell like cigars, but you could tell where all that staining was. And I mean, I washed and washed and washed the fireplace first. So it's not like there was anything extra I could have done in that aspect, but obviously it's going to end up solid. Now I'm just wondering if I should shellac it anyway to give it a couple of shellac coats, or if the polyacrylic that I already put on it would do the job. Put the shellac coats on because I do still want to seal the DIY paint. I'm not really sure if that's going to be feasible or not. We'll kind of see how it goes, I guess. But I doubt you guys can see it. I'll just turn this real quick. Oh yeah, you can see how shiny it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how shiny the fireplace brick is. It's not supposed to be that shiny. I promise. So, but I mean, it was pretty, you can't really tell, but you can see a little bit of distressing up here. Up here, you can see that a little bit, but hopefully, I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be another week and a half or so before I get the high bond primer for sure, and probably the DIY paint. I know it takes 10 business days, so I'm like under no I'm not, delusional in that aspect, and I totally understand all that stuff. So when I get this stuff, I will be, instead of a lime washing a fireplace, it's now going to be a how to fix a fireplace that I've ruined. It obviously isn't coming out exactly how I wanted. However, if you saw the 70s orange bricks that were here before, it still looks a heck of a lot better than it did. So, and I'm really sorry I keep saying so. I am super tired, but I kept thinking about it. Okay. Anyway, thanks guys for stopping by for a few minutes. I know I'm totally new at this, but you could give the video a like, thumbs up, and subscribe, please. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on my next video. I do have a few other videos that I probably should do a tutorial on the floor I'm laying. It'd probably be a good idea. I'm doing a vinyl plank flooring in the house. And mind you, it's very slow going because it's just when I have a spare minute to put a few planks in. It's, you know, I'm doing all of it myself. We hired a portion of it out, and I'm not as happy about it as I thought I would be, but I'm real happy with what I've done. So, I think it started raining and I have windows that I have to go shut, so give me a minute. Okay guys, I'm gonna double check this. I just got her laid down. She's just laying there for a few minutes. I'm gonna go check the windows, and I'm actually just gonna sign off for the night. So again, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe and click the little bell so every time I do upload a new video, you guys can be notified. And I just think it'd be really cool. Thanks again. Have a good night, guys.